Hey everyone, it's Lisa from Arcane and Stellar, and today's pick a card reading is going to be a love reading. So it's going to be kind of delving into what are their secret feelings for you, or what are their hidden feelings for you, what are they not showing you. So this is going to be a romantic interest that you have, maybe a crush or a relationship. You know, it can go in all kinds of different ways. If you feel drawn to this video, hopefully it's for you then. But yeah, we're going to just try to, see what they're actually feeling. There are many times in life I feel like where, you run into people and you can't tell what's on their mind. You just can't read them, or they give mixed signals. So this is hopefully going to clear it up and kind of see what they're, really feeling under the surface, what they're not saying. So we have piles 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As always, use your intuition to pick a pile, and you'll find the timestamps down below. And yeah, if you have any requests that you'd like to see on the channel, please let me know, and in the comments below. And if you want to share anything about your, how relevant the pile is to you or not that you pick, I'd love to hear about it, guys. I love your comments, and thank you guys so much for subscribing and being an encouraging aspect of my life. I really appreciate each and every one of you. So I'll see you guys in your reading. Hey there, guys. So if you've chosen pile number 1 here with the Celestite, this is your reading. Isn't this pretty? It's really pretty. So Celestite, if you're just curious, it's, for mental clarity, worries, and I thought that was funny because of the nature of this reading. I didn't pick it, I picked the stones before I drew the cards, and how I usually draw cards is that I don't do it on camera because I just don't have enough time on my camera. And I just feel like it would be very boring for y'all to watch me do it because it's a very long process. I can take up to 30 minutes even to just draw cards, to shuffle and meditate and all that shit. So yeah, Celestite is also associated with Gemini and Venus and Neptune, so that's just throwing that out there for you. Let me turn it around. Okay, sorry if I keep knocking the camera. I have it kind of set up funny so that we can get a good view of the cards. So, okay, we're going to start with the tarot, and we have a lot of fire and air. So we have the fire cards here, Knight of Wands and the Four of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then we have Libra with the Justice card, and Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra right here with the Nine of Swords. So what are their hidden feelings? So we're just going to, like I said, we're going to start with the tarot here, and then we'll go to the oracles and kind of, tie them in to what the message is here for you guys. So, okay, the first thing I noticed when I pulled out these cards and I kind of was laying them out is that we have air here and fire here on the edges. So it's kind of like at the core right now of this person, it's kind of I'm looking at a core here, and then this is the outer. I feel as if there's a conflict of interest. We have air and fire, right? And what's air rule but the mind and how we think and all that stuff, communication. And then there's that fire, passion and creativity and, fiery energy. So I feel that there's a conflict going on within them, especially with the Justice reversed. I don't always pull reversals. Sometimes that came out reversed, so I kept it that way. Because I felt that was, how it was meant to be. But I really feel with this Justice reverse is that this person feels their feelings are right now is that everything's disbalanced. It's not in balance. And it's causing them a lot of mental strife. They probably are going through a lot of anxiety and worry. For some of them, they could even be going through the dark night of the soul. I'm going to get into that a little bit more as we go on, because I see some possible reasonings for this that, might for different people obviously have different messages that they need to hear, because there's so many different people watching. But there's definitely a desire for stability. The Four of Wands, yeah, it's fiery, passionate, exciting, and fun, but it also is a little bit more stable. It can talk about weddings and, starting that kind of more stable journey, but that's still full of love and passion, And we have the Knight of Wands, flirtatious, exciting, daring person that wants to rush in and, offer everything, which sometimes, that can wane, but those feelings can wane. But in general, I see that with that stability, there's a desire for that. There's that desire to perhaps settle down a little bit, But obviously there's something going on here. With this Justice reverse, as I said, yeah, there's an imbalance, and it's really bothering them. For some of you, I feel as if their true desire, like right now, is to be together in some way. Maybe a higher level of commitment, moving in together, or doing something a little bit more stable, but it's just unattainable at the moment, and they feel like it's very unfair. With the romance angels, we have this could be the one, and finance and careers. Finances and career. I switched the S on that. They definitely feel like you're the one, okay? They've been, it says you've already met the romantic partner you seek, so they definitely do feel deep down that you are the one, the one that they want to settle down with, kind of. But we have finances and career, and for some, I feel like for many of you, this is going to be a big thing for your person, is that there are some kind of finances or career matters that are getting in the way. For some of you, because we have far, far away, this card in reverse, I feel like that some of you could be far apart. Perhaps even in different countries or totally different places where it's just not very feasible. There could be, like financial blocks, as in like they can't move career, that they can't find a job in your area, or they work somewhere else and they just can't like be closer, and it really bugs them. And we have that fairy wishing well, and it's all about manifestation, expectations, and offerings. It's about focusing on money and resources. And I can see that they are, because I think it's probably keeping them up at night. And they might feel like it's unfair that they don't have enough money. For some of you, it's like maybe you wanted to meet up or go for a visit, and it's like there isn't the money there, and it's just driving them nuts because they just want to get together with you and have a good time. Okay? With the, I think it's the Feel Your Vibes deck is what it's called. All the decks are down below in the description box if you want to check them out. But we have Downtime and What Do You Love? So I feel like for some of you guys, this person might be a little bit introspective at the moment, not really like communicating a lot, because they might just be really stressed out and they're kind of in a downtime. I know that downtime sometimes can be, more trying to relax or something, or have a good time. But I feel like in this case, with this particular reading, I feel like it's like they're kind of in a downtime here with that Nine of Swords. And they're kind of just like reevaluating what they love and how they can achieve things the way that they want to. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number one. I want to say about this Far, Far Away card is that, it can be about pushing away your feelings, pushing away the intuition, hardening your heart, and really trying to ignore those type of things. Ignoring daydreams. Perhaps they feel like they're too good to be true, that type of thing. And so, yeah, I do feel like this person's probably a bit withdrawn right now from you. Perhaps they're not. If they're not, that's great. But I feel like that for many of you, they could be a bit withdrawn because they're really like in their feelings, but trying to ignore them at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Almost. And for some of you, it's like they could just be like focusing so much on their career and trying to do other things to take their mind off of it. I'm one of those people, by the way, that if I'm not working, I tend to become an emotional mess. And work helps me stay sane and ignore some of my feelings. That's how I roll. So they may be that type of person that's really throwing themselves into like focusing on money and material things. But I mean, deep down, their feelings for you are good. I do feel like that they feel like there's some kind of unfairness, though. There's not like a lack of balance, a lack of justice in some way. And it bugs the crap out of them here with that Nine of Swords. Because they want, like I said, the heart versus the mind, there might be a conflict there. They might want to rush forward and create that stability, but, their mind is telling them it's not possible. So, and I feel like, as well, with this Far, Far Away card, with the blocking things, it's kind of like being too practical, right? And not not daydreaming enough, not manifesting enough, because we have that manifestation right here, and then that. So I feel like as if they are blocked with manifesting things right now at this time, and that's kind of what they're feeling. So I hope that helps you guys. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in the next reading. Okay, so those of you that have chosen pile number 2 here with the citrine, this is your reading. So this is the citrine. Citrine is associated with Aries, Gemini, Leo, and Libra, just in case you're interested. We have actually the Queen of Cups here, so we'll start with the tarot. This is the Lover's Tarot, I think. I'm going to link it down below in the description box. But the Queen of Cups, the King of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Seven of Swords. So we have 2 swords. So Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And then we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here with the Wands. And then the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So we really have all the signs kind of in this reading for the most part. Maybe a lack of Earth here, but so that could mean that there's a bit of a lack of stability, at least on their part. Or maybe a lack of physicality. The first thing I noticed is that we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords in reverse. I think that you'll find that one of these is going to represent you, or at least how they're seeing you and how they're seeing themselves, or how you're seeing them, or how they're feeling. So with the Queen of Cups in reverse, that's going to be, emotions that are just all over the place. It's kind of an unhealthy showing of emotions. The Queen of Cups upright is going to be loving, and caring and all that. But when it's in reverse, it's kind of like it can become more spiteful and, vindictive and angry and stormy. You know what I mean? To think about the water, calm waters and peaceful waters versus stormy waters. And so I have a feeling that they could be themselves feeling a little bit stormy inside, and I'm definitely feeling that with that Five of Wands energy and the Seven of Swords reversed. As well, the King of Swords in reverse. This person can be a bit of a liar at times, or be very, let's say, the King of Swords in upright position would be somebody who's honest and truthful and says what they mean, sort of. But in reverse, it's kind of like, not so much. They could be, a little bit harsh with their words at this moment, or they feel like there have been a lot of harsh words said. And maybe there's not full truth going on here. And again, that's repeated here with the Five of Wands and the Seven of Swords in reverse. The Five of Wands in reverse is, about conflict and, not, a lot of anger or competition. Could be a lot of anger. In this case, I feel like that there's been some anger with you guys, or at least with themselves. These could be their own emotions, where they're just feeling, emotionally very stormy and feeling as if, they need to be, because this is the King of Swords in reverse is a bit more deceitful. And then we have that Seven of Swords in reverse. So it's like, they could be a bit deceitful with their, they might be hiding something from you, or I at least sense that for sure. And obviously this is a hidden feelings reading, so yeah, it's like even they're telling me that I'm not going to see exactly what's going on. Do you know what I mean? Almost like that. But yeah, with that Five of Wands too, it can talk about having uncomfortable emotions, and the Seven of Swords in reverse can talk about too many thoughts and feelings. So it's like, I feel like that they have a lot of these thoughts and they're just uncomfortable with it. They can't emotionally take care of it right now, like what is going on with them, inside of them, right? We got these stormy emotions that, and then that the mind, that is ruled by like kind of the King of Swords is just, it's upside down. It's not good. It's all jumbled and screwed up. So this person's definitely feeling emotionally, inwardly, very messed up right now. And they could be pretty combative at the moment. They might be feeling combative and defensive and not wanting to exactly be open and honest. So I'm guessing that for many of you, with this person, you've had some kind of argument. Yeah, if you haven't, I'd be surprised if there hasn't been some conflict between the two of you. So And also, by the way, I just want to say this before I move forward into the oracle cards, is that it could be that they're dealing with, for some of you, this could be a message. If this person's in a relationship, this could be their partner that is really taking precedent over their feelings towards you, because they're so enveloped in that drama. Okay, so we have healing family issues and getting to know each other. It's like I feel as if, okay, and I want to get into this real quick because, sorry, my dog's barking. It's like ruff, ruff, ruff. With the healing family issues, and then we have get a new story and be flexible. I have a feeling that this person has a lot of forgiveness to do and a lot of healing to do in regards to healing. So we have get a new story, right? And what is that about? It's about get a new story, bro. Like, you don't need to keep on whining about the same shit over and over. And I feel as if that's kind of what they're feeling right now, is that they need healing because they don't like this story that's going on. They're not comfortable with what's going on between the two of you at this time. Like, it's enough. Like, they're tired of the conflict. They're tired of maybe being secretive, and it's just really screwing with them mentally and emotionally. But there's this desire to get a new story, to perhaps be a bit more flexible. But obviously I feel like as if something, it's gonna happen probably, that's what I'm guessing. Obviously that's not what I'm reading exactly, but I'm getting the feeling that they are trying to get through it, or they feel like they need to get through it. So hopefully action will follow on that. But I do feel like they have to heal a lot of family issues, getting to know each other. And it's like, that's almost what I feel like for some of you. It's like, for some of you, I feel like that maybe you've grown so far apart that you just need to get to know each other again, to be more flexible, to get a new story, like to start something new together, instead of like whatever's been going on between you, where the negative energy. So let's get into this fairy oracles. I think it's the wild fairy oracle. Again, it'll be in the description box. Acorn's invitation. Acorn's invitation. So touch, exchange, connection. This card is all about the desire to touch, to make physical contact, to make a connection. And so they definitely feel that need to make a connection. Perhaps they feel like you've been too blocked off, too combative, that you're too secretive. This could be that they're feeling that on you, that, they want that connection. But this is very much about physical touch. They want to be closer. And yeah, for many of you, you might not be in contact right now, or you might be far away, and it's like they really crave that touch. And that's kind of something that connection, especially a physical connection. And they're not telling you that because, obviously they're pretty secretive. But then we have Child of the Moon, forgiveness transcending the ego. And, that can talk about resentment and needing to forgive. So I do feel like that this person, like right now, their hidden feelings is that they want to fix things. They want to forgive. They want to get over their ego. They want to get a new story with you. They want to heal, whatever's gone awry. And right now they're just feeling all over the place, mentally and emotionally. Because we have that, like I said, they're feeling very stormy inside of themselves. They're feeling like their thoughts are kind of jumbled up with their emotions, and it's just kind of all over the place. And I have the feeling that many of them feel like you'll fight them or be too blocked off, and that it'll just turn into a new argument, and they're just tired of that. Not that I'm saying you're a bad person. There could be, I'm sure that you guys probably have, if that were the case, I'm sure that there are always two sides to the story. So there are always reasons for that. Do you know what I mean? And I do see that maybe this person has a little bit of a deceitful energy, where they're not, and maybe it's not necessarily they're sneaking around, screwing around, or anything like that. It could just be that they're very closed off and secretive. And it's like they want to get a new story. They want to connect with you. And that's really what this reading is saying, is that they want to heal and to forgive and to let go and to, connect. But yeah, that's what I've got for you guys. And I hope you appreciate the reading, and I always appreciate you guys for listening, and take care, and I'll see you in the next reading. Okay, so those of you that have chosen pile number 3 here with the Dragon Blood Jasper, sorry, this is your reading. This stone, by the way, is associated with Leo and the heart chakra, and funnily enough, we have like tons of fire cards here with the tarot. We have 6 of Wands, Knight of Wands, and 4 of Wands, all associated with fire, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then we have Ace of Pentacles over here, which is a bit more stable and grounded. It's, associated with the earth, so Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So, just in case you're interested in knowing the signs, it might be relevant to you. So, what does your person like? What are their hidden feelings? What are they not kind of telling you? So, this is a positive reading, actually. Pretty positive. They really want to start something serious with you. With the Ace of Pentacles, it's all about, wanting something grounded and stable. Wanting to start something. It's at least that desire. It's the possibility. We always still have to act on the aces, but definitely they're thinking about it and considering that you're the person that they kind of want to settle down with. We have the 4 of Wands on the opposite side over there, and that's just kind of showing me that they feel a lot of passion for you. And that desire, I said, for stability. The 4 of Wands I always see as a very stable card because it kind of represents celebrations and something a little bit more. It's kind of like the cards that kind of come before are a little bit, you have the Ace of Wands, which is about the potential for passion and like for something. It's like that spark, and then it kind of grows from there until it gets to the 4s, which is a little bit more unmoving and stable. And I feel like as if this person very well could want to actually even marry you, but they definitely have that desire to settle down with you in some way, to create a more stable life. And I'll get into that more because I see it in the oracle cards as well. But let's not jump ahead of ourselves. So with the 6 of Wands, though, I do feel like as if they feel very victorious around you. Maybe you make them feel good, or if they might desire for that. Both of these cards here, the 6 of Wands and the Knight of Wands, there's that desire for admiration, recognition, stroking their ego a little bit. They might like that, and perhaps, for some of you too, they might feel that, you kind of came in like into their life, kind of marched right in and kind of swept them off their feet as well with that night, with this energy here. But I definitely see that desire to grow with this relationship. And there might be a lot of passion for if they're not, obviously this is about hidden feelings, but that Knight of Wands is a very passionate type of character. I'm an Aries Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus, and when I'm into somebody, I'm into them, and I can be quite passionate, and I definitely feel like that's how they're feeling inside. There's a lot of passion for you, even if they don't show it. I'm just going to move over here, which I didn't with the other cards. I was kind of going in order, but yeah, there's this desire to get grounded, to be a little bit more stable, to build something a little bit more lasting, and remember to breathe. It's like I almost feel like, that song, I Can't Feel My Face When I'm With You, by The Weeknd, right? It's kind of like, I feel like that would be their song for you. Like, they get so excited, about you that they can't even keep their head on straight. They can't even remember to breathe. They're just like, oh my gosh, excited. And then we have calling in your soulmate and very soon. So definitely I feel like that they've, called you in. They feel like you're a soulmate. And we have very soon. So it's like, I almost feel as if there's going to be some kind of proposal of some kind. I'm not saying a marriage proposal, but some kind of, like for instance, if this is a crush, they may ask you on a date. Anything that will bring a little bit more stability to whatever's going on between you. It could be meeting up or moving in together, or, going, like I said, on that first date. Let's get over here to the fairy cards. We have Solace in reverse. And then the Grail Fairy, which is, upright. Okay, I'm going to just start with this one here. There's definitely this person, okay, this can be about fertility. and the desire to create a family. For some of you, I almost wonder if this person's hiding some health problems from you. I'm going to get into this in a minute why I think that, but for some of you, I feel like this person really just wants to have a family with you. They really want to start something with you. They feel like you're a part of that, you're that cycle of their life that they want to, create with you. They really want to bond with you and create something. For some of you, though, I feel like this person might be hiding something from you health-wise. We have Soulless in reverse. And Soulless in reverse can be about spending too much time indoors, feeling disconnected, not getting out enough. And, this person might be in a little bit of a hermit mode right now. It could be because they have a health problem. So it could be even that, like, I'm not saying that they have, like, oh my God, they're dying of cancer or something. No, I just mean, like, maybe they could have, something going on in their life, maybe a cold or some kind of sickness that's hindering them. But it also could be maybe a tinge of depression, or maybe they feel that you don't get out enough, that you're not. Maybe you're a hermit and they're seeing you that way, or you know what I mean. Or maybe you have some health problems that prohibit you from getting out, and they just don't want to confront you about that. Okay. And then maybe they think you spend too much time on the computer inside or playing video games or whatever. It could be vice versa on this. I just see that in the reading, okay? So that might be something that hasn't been brought up, between the two of you. So it could be, their feelings, his or her, their feelings versus your feelings. So one of you might feel that way, that the other person is. And maybe it's like you're not active enough. It could even be that. Like, it may not even be a health problem. It could be like you're damaging your health by not getting out and doing things. Do you know what I mean? That type of stuff. So they could feel that way about you, or you might feel that way about them, or, maybe they're in that mode. Do you know what I mean? So, But generally, this person does really want to create something serious with you, and they may have not told you that yet. They're dreaming. The Knight of Wands, by the way, is a total dreamer. So, definitely dreaming about starting something up with you, starting some kind of cycle. And like I said, for everyone, it's going to be a bit different where you're at in the cycle of the relationship. If you're at the, maybe just in the crush stage still, it could just be a date, but, depending on where you're at in this. But there's definitely a lot of passion from them and a lot of feelings. A lot of, that fiery feelings that associated with, the fire signs. Because they may not even be a fire sign. It could just be that they have a lot of that energy. But yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. I hope that helps you and brings, some insight to you. And I'll see you all in the next reading. And I hope you all have, a good day and take care. Hey, so if you've chosen pile number 4 here with the rhodochrosite, this is your reading. This is like a really gorgeous stone. I love the pink. It's really pretty. That's, by the way, associated with Leo and Scorpio and the heart chakra, so fitting for this type of reading. I apologize for the glare over here. I'm frustrated with it, and it's just not going away, no matter how I position the cards. But, this fell on my foot. Okay, sorry. So, let me just start with the tarot cards here. We have the Earth Mother, the Horned God, the Four of Chalices, the Star, and the Eight of Athames. In terms of astrological signs, this is all over the place. We have the Earth Mother, which is associated with Venus. So that would be associated with Taurus and Libra. And then Aries, water signs here with the Four of Chalices. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Then we have an Aquarius card here with the Star, and then also some air here with the Eight of Athames. So air would be Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So those are just the signs that you might, recognize that are involved in this situation or this person that you're asking about. So, what are their hidden feelings for you? Like, what are they not telling you, kind of? What do they feel deep down, sort of? This is what we're looking at. So I definitely feel like we have a match right here, the Empress and the Emperor. Like, they definitely feel as if you guys are like a match made in heaven. It's like, they feel like, you bring a lot of abundance to their life. And they really feel like you're just their match in all ways. You bring abundance and, fruitfulness into their life. You bring fertility. For some of you, they even want to procreate with you, to have a child with you. They see you as that motherly type, that, it's the type of person that they want to have a family with. Whether, they want children or not, it doesn't mean that they necessarily want to have children, but they definitely want to create a life with you, some kind of, abundance and, that life. I do see a little bit of depression here with the Four of Chalices. The Four of Chalices can be about ignoring kind of what's in front of you. And it could be that they feel that way about you, that you're ignoring them and you're not seeing them the way that they want to. It could be that, there's might be some emotional scarring here. And I remember that card, Clear the Past. I do feel like maybe there's something that's happened between you that's really bumming them out. They're kind of feeling down about it, like maybe some doubts or fears. But then at the same time, we have that hope with the Star. So there's definitely a desire for healing and cleaning up the situation. But there's definitely some blockages. Again, we have that Eight of Athames with that Four of Chalices. I feel like that, there's definitely some depression on their end, some kind of blockages, emotionally and mentally. Not really knowing how to move forward with this relationship. And they might not be telling you about that. That while they have all these hopes and fears and they see you as a perfect match, there's just a blockage there going on with them. It could be, for some of you, it's like they might not even be messaging you back. And it might just be because they're withdrawn and unable to, because of their emotions. Not really because they're focused on anything else. It's kind of just inwardly focused on themselves. I know that, like, kind of when I can get depressed, I withdraw and I tend not to talk to people. That's actually a sign that I'm depressed. But it is also going to be a sign that I'm busy. But maybe if there were some pentacles and stuff, I might say, oh, they're busy with work. But this person's busy with their emotions and their mental state. There's some stuff going on between them. And for some of you, it could be that it's something to do with you. Perhaps you've had an argument or something, because we have Clear the Past, and there's definitely a desire and a hope for the future here. A desire to clear the past and kind of go on with the future and heal something, because we have, Clear the Past, and then we have that, healing energy of the Star after the Tower, that wants to transform the situation, that's, trying to be optimistic, but there's still something eating away at them, and it could be that there's a lack of communication. Like I said, for some of you, it might be that you're ignoring them, and they're not happy about it, or it could be vice versa, as I said. It's going to be, probably resonate differently with different people, but that's just kind of the feeling. They're feeling a little bit down and out and blocked from moving forward. We have you deserve love and chemistry. So they definitely feel like you deserve love, that you're a very lovable person. As I said, with that Earth Mother, they idolize you a little bit. They feel like as if you are, kind of the epitome of a woman, or the epitome of a man, by the way. If you're, a male watching this, it's like you're a strong leader, or you're a loving, nurturing person. It could be that they feel you have both things as well, too, by the way, the both energies. That's, might be what they're feeling, is that there's that, you have that duality of being both feminine and masculine. And there's definitely chemistry between you. There's a strong magnetic attraction. They definitely feel attracted to you. As I said with that Earth Mother, they definitely feel like you're the sexy person. But that sounded dorky, huh? And then we have Fairy Lovers. So new love, courtship, romance, falling in love. And that's all about they're in love with you. They really have romantic feelings about you. They want to court you. They want to pursue something with you. And then we have the Unicorn and the Maiden, and that can be about trying to protect something, protect you, being purified, undercover action, by the way. It's like, I feel as if right now they're kind of in an undercover mode, because maybe they're just going through something emotionally. Could have to do with you. But there's definitely that need to walk it off and kind of clear the past, and they're just trying to get past those feelings. So I feel like that they're just in their feelings right now a little bit about something. It could be tied to you. It might not be. I don't really see anything that's really calling out to me on what it is. I think it's going to be very individual for each person. I know that sucks when I say that, because you guys want an answer, and I just don't feel comfortable giving a specific reason. But I do feel like for some of you, it could be that they feel like they're being ignored But if that's not the case and you're not ignoring them and it's kind of vice versa, there's obviously something about that, and I'm just not really seeing what it is. With this star here, it could be that they've just gone through some kind of moment in their life that really screwed them up, and they might be still kind of coming out of that and healing from it. But yeah, there's definitely, I almost wonder if this person walks it off when they're mad. If they get mad, they go for a walk. Let me know. I'm just throwing that out there. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of good feelings here. I feel like they have a lot of hope and they really see you as their ideal partner. But they are, I think, suffering from some kind of depression at the moment. That they're maybe hiding from you. They might not even, you might not even know that they're feeling this way. So, you know, if you are in good terms with this person, I check in with them and see what's up, how they're actually feeling. Because there might be something that's bugging them in their life right now. Because all the other cards are great. I mean, like, it's not a bad spread. It's a very good spread. There's chemistry, and they you know, they think that you're lovable, and they see you in such a great light. So it's like, yeah, I'd almost want to check up on this person and see what's going on in their life. Because they might have, you know, if you guys are on good terms and everything. But if you're not on good terms, they're probably really bummed about it, and they're feeling kind of sad and stuck, although they're still a bit hopeful about it. But anyways, I hope that helps you, pile number 4 people, and I appreciate you for watching, and thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next video. Oh, hello, pile number 5 with the blue lace agate. This is a stone that's associated with love and wisdom, Gemini, Pisces, sacral, and heart chakra. So just so you know, I just recorded this reading and then it stopped recording it, and that's annoying. I hate when that happens. So, guys, what are your person's hidden feelings for you? What are they, you know, what are they feeling inside? So we've got a ton of earth here. We have 7 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We have the World, which is associated with Saturn. Saturn could be, you know, Capricorn. Also, I think it's the traditional rule of Aquarius as well. And then the Magician, which is associated with Mercury. So Gemini and Virgo energy as well. So what are their hidden feelings right now? Well, okay, I see a few things. The one thing that frustrates me for you is the 4 of Pentacles. If this person is like that, I'm sorry for you, because that's something that's a very blocked off emotionally, especially in any type of feelings readings. The 4 of Pentacles, it's like somebody that doesn't want to let go, you know, doesn't want to, well, it can be being greedy, not wanting to let go of somebody, but in this case, I feel like it's somebody who's a bit closed off emotionally. There is a desire on this person's part to start something serious, it's the potential. They feel that potential in you to be something more, that there's a potential for growth. But we have the 7 of Pentacles. And okay, this is going to go 2 ways, so I'm going to kind of describe it to you. The 7 of Pentacles is about when you kind of are waiting for something to happen. You're waiting for the blooms to come on their, you know, like in the plant, you know what I mean? He's kind of like, he looks kind of like it's bored, and he's like, come on, just like happen already. I'm working hard on this and it's not happening. Now, it could be that they feel that you're blocked off and they're frustrated with the progression, like the lack of progression in the relationship at this moment. They feel like the potential's there and like everything's there, but it's not progressing forward. Now, for some of you, it could be that this person, it doesn't progress because they don't open up. And it might be even a cycle that they have, which I'll get into with the oracle cards. It could be something that they do in all their relationships. They expect things to progress, but they don't open up, and so it never really progresses. Do you get what I'm saying? But right now I see that with the World card that they're at some kind of turning point where they know that the cycle has to end, because the World card is the last major arcana card, and so it talks about endings, or not endings per se, but like where the cycle starts over. So it's like a turning point. There has to be something going. And then we have the Magician, which is the first card. Well, it's, you know, the full card's the 0 card, and then the first card's the Magician. So there's like a desire to create something, to start something. In terms of how they feel about you, it's like I feel like that they want stability with you. They want to create something with you. With that Mercury, you know, and Magician, they do really want to, they feel a good connection to you. You know, they feel like you communicate well, and, you know, things are going great in that direction. But I feel like for many of you, this could be a new love, because we have new love. So a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So I definitely feel like you're somebody new in their life, but they really do like you. And then heart-to-heart conversation. So I feel like this is an advice card for you, like that you need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with this person. If it's them that's being kind of closed off, and maybe you see this cycle of like theirs where they, you know, want progression in a relationship, but then they don't open up, and you see if that might be a habit of theirs, you need to talk to them about it. Because, and this is the thing, we have light the darkness. So ancestors, ancestral line, generational shift. I feel like it's learned behavior, that they've become closed off and practical and all these other things because of how they were raised. It's like something that they need to learn. You can show, I feel like that the message here is that you can show them kind of that there's some learning that needs to be done, and that you need to cloak yourself in like light the darkness, right? So there needs to be like some light shed on the situation for them to progress. And I feel like it's important because I feel like there's a turning point happening right now with this person where there does need to be some, you know, stuff said about this. And then we have the Green Man's Bride. That's in reverse though, and that is all about fearing commitment. I almost feel like this person it fears commitment, and it has something to do with how they were raised. And yeah, I feel like that you can teach them, that they can learn from you if you would just have a heart-to-heart conversation with them about this. Because I feel like this is a cycle that they've been through before. They offer something, but then they get frustrated because they don't open up, and the other person gets frustrated, and then it just sort of ends, if you get what I'm saying. But this is like about, as well, this the Green Man's Bride, it's about that kind of believing long-term commitment is a fairy tale, that it's just bullshit, right? Like, oh, it can't be. So I feel like that, and there may be this very practical energy to them that just doesn't want to believe in that. So I feel like that's what I'm just meant to tell you, is that you guys should have a heart-to-heart conversation. Now, this could be also vice versa. It could be that you feel this way and they're here to teach you that, or they feel like they need to teach you that, and that might be kind of what they haven't said. But that's just kind of what I'm seeing that's bubbling under the surface for you guys with this person, and I hope that helps you. If it does, let me know, and I'll see you all in the next video.